Hello YouTube vinyl community, welcome to the Inner Sleeve. I'm your host DR, and today I have another Vinyl Rivals video for you. So I recently went to my local heavy metal record store and picked up a few albums. So I picked up these albums on the 27th of April. So it was a week after that this reissue came out, Slipknot's self-titled debut album. I had pre-ordered this through Pop Market, but still had not received the shipping notification. Called my local heavy metal store, found out he still had a copy on hand. He kept it for me, and I was able to get there on Friday. So anyways, happy to have this album. I know there's a lot of people that kind of, in the metal community, that kind of hate on Slipknot. I really don't get it. I think they're an outstanding band. I like a lot of heavy metal bands. I love Slipknot. And to finally be able to get a copy of their self-titled was awesome. Because originals, well, these came out in the day of the CDs, so vinyl pressings of these were easily going over 300 in some cases, which I just did not want to shell out. So was, patiently, well, not so patiently, eagerly anticipating a reissue. It finally came out. They're also reissuing, I think, all of the first three albums. So this one, Iowa, and then Volume 3, Subliminal Verses, which I actually have a boot copy of that, but doesn't sound very good, so I'm hoping the reissue sounds better. Anyways, let's take a look at it. So here's the jacket, and you can see there's a nice little hype sticker there, Slipknot limited edition lemon vinyl. Here's the back of the jacket. This is on Roadrunner Records. Here is the inner sleeve, very heavy duty glossy paper inner sleeve. So we have lyrics in the back, which is always nice. And we'll take a look at the vinyl. I've heard a lot of people wonder why the heck they would have released this on yellow vinyl for the color. It is kind of an interesting color. It doesn't really match the jacket at all. There's the labels. I spun it yesterday. Sounds pretty good. It sounds really good, actually. I was not expecting it to sound that good because it's kind of a long album to stick on just one piece of vinyl. I thought that the yellow maybe was because the song Liberate talks about liberating bananas. Well, actually it's not bananas, but if the first time or two when I heard the lyrics, I thought it sounded like they were saying bananas in there. Anyways, I'm being really goofy. So on side A we have the long number. I'm not going to read the numbers. Number 2, second track is Sick. Third track is Eyeless, is a great song. 4 is Wait and Bleed. 5 is Surfacing, another great song. 6, Spit It Out, awesome song. 7, Tattered and Torn. And 8 is Me Inside. On side B, we start out with Liberating Bananas, or Liberate. Prosthetics, No Life, Diluted, Only One, and Scissors. So obviously we're missing Purity from this. That got taken off because of legal issues, which is unfortunate that they can't release their debut album with one of the original songs. Actually, I think there was, I don't know if it was an intro to it, but there's actually 2 tracks that fell into that legal issue where they thought they were stealing the idea from a book or a poem or something. So anyways, we'll move on to my next arrival here. Moving on to my next arrival, we have Candlemass, live in Green Valley. And this was recorded on Friday, July 3rd, in 2020, and this was a live stream that they did here during the pandemic era when there was no shows, so they did a live stream and they actually recorded it, and it sounds really good. And they had their original vocalist back from their first album, Epicus Dumicus Metallicus, and that is Johan Langqvist. And so Johan is doing all the singing on here with lots of songs that he's never sang on, at least on recorded before, at least that I'm aware of. So Johan was only on the first album, and then on the most recent album, The Door to Doom. In between, obviously, they had a couple other singers. So we'll go ahead and take a look here at the package. So we have a hype sticker. Hype sticker here is pretty small lettering. It says Candlemass Green Valley Live 2 LP gatefold set. Let the thunderous odes of doom ring out as the Swedish Titans perform their classics during lockdown 2020. Includes a live rendition of Astorless. It's on Peaceville. It's on the Peaceville label, which Candlemass has put out several on the Peaceville label. There's the front of the jacket, the back of the jacket, the inside of the jacket. And it is on just regular black vinyl. It is in a poly inner sleeve. So there was no inserts, so it's just the vinyl in the inner sleeve with that gatefold jacket. There's the back, or the side B label, if you will. Vinyl sounded really good. Production was really good for a live album. Obviously, it was live in studio. And because it was live in studio, there's no crowd noise, which is somewhat disappointing, right? You'd love to have some crowd noise in those live performances. But taking a look at the track list, side A, we have Well of Souls, Dark Reflections, Mirror Mirror, one of my favorite Candlemass tunes, Ancient Dreams. And then side B kicks it off with Astorolus, Bewitched, another great song, and Dark Are the Veils of Death. Side C kicks off with Under the Oak, A Sorcerer's Pledge, which is, I believe, a new song, one that they have not released before. And then side D, we have Doom Jam, which is also unreleased, Solitude, and Demon's Gate. So this was released on vinyl in 2021, and it was, like I said, performed in July of 2020. So really good sounding live album by Candlemass. Moving on to the Grail acquisition here. This is Black Sabbath Headless Cross. So I had already done my shopping. I was getting ready to check out. I had a couple other albums in my hands besides the two I just showed you. Went to the checkout, looked up and saw this on the wall and saw the price tag, and at first I was like, well, I'm not going to buy that, it's too expensive. It's the first time I ever bought a single LP vinyl record for over $100. So I paid $139.99, and right now on Discogs I see the median's around $110, and the upper end of the range for this pressing is around $210. So I think I got an okay price on it, and it is an amazing album. Really wanted to add this to the collection. This is the second album with Tony Martin at the helm doing the singing, and this is probably my favorite Tony Martin album. Eternal Idol is also really good, but this is just a really solid Black Sabbath album. I am definitely an Ozzy first Black Sabbath fan, but as far as beyond Ozzy and Dio, this is probably one of the best, if not the best albums. So let's take a little bit further look at it. This was their, I think, 14th studio album. This came out in 1989. It's actually the year I graduated high school. And at the time I was clueless and hadn't heard of this album, and this is more of a recent thing for me. There's the back of the jacket. And when I say recent, by that I mean really recent, because I went back, I had listened to these albums before, but recently I heard Tony Martin's new solo album, Thorns, and really liked it. It's not available on vinyl yet, but I have the CD coming, and I really liked that, so I went back. So I went back and I listened to the Tony Martin era Black Sabbath, and this one really stood out. So here's the inner sleeve. We have a nice black, white lettering with the lyrics on it. And then it does come with a nice big poster. This still has the original poster, which is awesome. Another reason why I was willing to pay that higher price for it. And I know they are talking about reissuing the Tony Martin era albums in a box set. There's the poster. But, you know, talk is cheap. Not sure when it's actually going to happen. So I just decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on this one. We'll see if they do end up reissuing all the Tony Martin era albums in a box set. I'm still going to get it, because I'm probably not going to get the other ones, I OG pressings, unless I happen to come across Eternal Idol. It's on that IRS label. Side 1, side 2. This is a European pressing. Vinyl is in good shape, good condition. There's a few pops and crackles at the intros to the sides and then in the quiet parts. So I was a little annoyed by those pops and crackles, but the dynamic range and the clarity is worth it. It sounds really good once you're past those. But I'll go ahead and take a look here at what's on the songs here on the album. We got The Gates of Hell, which is an intro kind of to Headless Cross, which is an outstanding song. My favorite song on the record. Devil and Daughter, When Death Calls, both great songs. Killing the Spirit World starts off side B. Call the Wild, Black Moon, Right Wing. All these songs are excellent. Really good. This is definitely an album experience for me. To listen to all of them, you know, together on vinyl is outstanding. So, anyways, here's the front of the jacket, the back of the jacket. I hope you guys enjoyed this Vinyl Arrival video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Keep those turntables spinning. See ya.